The boys are back. It's Wildcard weekend. It doesn't get bigger than this. It's been a great season. A lot of bad teams, but then a couple very, very good ones. There's some great games on this weekend, and I'm excited to go through all the bets with you first. Bish, been a good season. I think you're up on the year. I'm up decently on the year, Bish. So the one missing is the one who's down. So I guess the viewers won't be too sad. They may be missing out on the thing. Tag, if you're watching, little side jump for you there. But how are you, Bish?
I'm good. I think you've set the scene very nicely there. You know, it's do or die now, isn't it? There's a few still bad teams knocking about. I think now they've extended the playoffs. There's still a few there just to make up the numbers. But yeah, I'm excited. Looking forward to watching all these. And yeah, off £10 stakes on all my bets. I do them as singles. You're up 72 quid on the year. So again, last year I was pretty similar, but it's the playoffs that let me down. But Joe, you went through the roof in the playoffs, so we're off. We're following you.
I've done better in the regular season this year, Mish. I've done pretty well. I need to. I think next year I need to do better at tracking, so I've got official figures because I think I'm up. I've had some big ones, and then even when I've not had big ones, I've normally landed one out of the three just to basically keep the losses. So I'm up. I've been good. I'm really happy on my year. I think it's tagging it. I've seen tags treble for what's to come. We'll go over it in a minute, but I like it, to be fair. So hopefully he lands one, and he has the playoff run I dreamt of last year. Straight into it, Bish. You're the man. You've had a great year. Take us through your first bet.
Straight up, bet one, and it's the first game on Sunday, which is nice. Obviously, our usual viewing window, and it's Bo Nix over 24.5 rushing yards here. He's been doing a lot of running this season. He's hit this in just over 50% of his games, but now it's the playoffs. I think there's nothing to hold back now, so I think we'll see a lot of those rushing quarterbacks do a lot more rushing. So I've got this one. I've also got personally, I've put a few quarterbacks together for a bigger one, but we'll discuss this one. He's hit it in the last three of his last four as well. So he's in form. He is running. We touched on it on the last show. If you've not seen it, get on it. But again, the Bills' weakness is their run defense, and this is where I see Bo Nix just exploiting things a little bit. Expect Sean Payton to cook up some running plays for Bo Nix, and all three of us, including Tag, we believe. Bo Nix, I think he gets it done on the ground.
Yeah, I'm completely with you. He's a great rusher. He's, like I said, he's done it a lot this year. I think that's what saved them at times. He's been brilliant at it, finding the gap and just taking it. He's a rookie. He's got the body. He doesn't have them niggling injuries that the rest of the 28-plus-year-old QBs have. He's ready to go. And like you said, he's going to want to take that win for Denver. And I think whether he wants to or not, I think he's going to have to do this to keep Denver in the game. So, yeah, like it, Bish. I'll take you through my first, but I've only done two. Like I said, the two that you can watch anyway, that are easy to watch. Obviously, not everyone's like Bish staying up till probably going to be 3:30, 4 a.m. on your Rams one on Sunday night, Bish. Mine's one's in the Packer Philadelphia game, and I'm going to the Bish. You started us off. I've attacked it all year. We've all had I think, a few quid doing this. It's Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs over on both their receiving yards. Obviously, Barkley's at 11.5, extremely low. Josh Jacobs at 22.5 receiving yards. Josh Jacobs, granted, in the last two games hasn't hit this. He hasn't been using the receiving game as much, but I think that's more game script, keeping him safe, keeping him up for the playoffs. You covered it quite nicely, Bish. I think when he has to, he does it, and it's the playoffs. You can get injured as long as it's not, I guess, a touch wood. As long as it's not an ACL, you can pick up a bruise and a bump, and you're putting up with it. It's the playoffs. It's do or die time. Like I said, he's hit numbers of 28, 58, 74, 38, 42. 21, 27. He normally gets his rushing yards. These are in the closer games. He's done this against the Rams, Minnesota, Arizona, Chicago, the Seahawks and New Orleans. I guess that doesn't fit the bill, the New Orleans one, but in the games where it means a lot. He hit 20 in the first game of the season against Philadelphia. He hit 20 rushing yards. That was in the first game. They're still trying to figure out their offense. I think they're going to use him. They're good at stopping the run. They're good at stopping QBs. They get the sacks to the Philadelphia Eagles. The weakness is in that secondary as I'm attacking later in something else. But I think for Josh Jacobs to have any success, then I have to try control the game script here. And I think the way he's dinking, diving and letting Josh Jacobs just ease up 5, 6, 7 little yard carries and receptions and just get the overs on this one, Bish.
Yeah, I'm surprised by the line. Looking at it, if I didn't see it, I'd thought it'd be the other way around. I thought Barkley would be 22.5 and Jacobs would be the other way around. I think one of those games, week 17, I went on Josh Jacobs and didn't quite get it. But yeah, throughout the season, he's been used. And I think if it is correct that Jordan Love is not 100%, maybe he's feeling his elbow a little bit, even more so, just a little dump off, a nice slow percentage play. That's not going to hurt his elbow or anything like that. So, yeah, both live, and like you said, with the way the game is, this could be done on one catch for either person. You know, that pass rush comes. If you manage to evade that, it could be a nice 20-yard gain for either one. So, yeah, looking forward to that game.
Yeah, and if I look at, so I forgot to mention Barkley's. Apologies, Barkley's is extremely low, but if you, I think this is storyline related. If you look from week 13 onwards, he's not hit the line once, and I think that's purely because they had it under control, the Eagles, and he was going for the record. I think they've completely eliminated all reception. Before that, he hit 47, 52, 12, 40, 11, 32, 21, 20. He is a receiver. He's a great receiving back. But from week 14, they've gone, wow, he's close to this record. Let's go try get him it. And they've just rushed. I'm hoping that's the storyline. I'm hoping I'm correct there. 11.5, as you said, extremely low. So I think both Josh Jacobs can hit that in one. Barkley should be a guarantee. So I'll move on. Bish, take us through your second bet, so I can't milk that one anymore.
Bet 2, and it's Terry McLaurin over 61.5 receiving yards in this one. Commanders versus the Bucks. It's the biggest point spread of the weekend. So, you know, as we've seen from sort of both these teams, really, they both score points, but they both concede points. The Buccaneers' weakness is their secondary. You know, they've got a few injuries. They concede a lot of points. And again, I think Terry McLaurin will exploit this. Again, he's hit this in just over 50% of his games. He actually finished as the ranked fifth wide receiver in our punt league in half PPR fantasy. So he's getting plenty of receptions and plenty of deep balls from Jaden Daniels, which, you know, could mean it's one or two players and we're in here. So just backing up what I said there, the Bucks, they're ranked the 4th worst against the pass in the regular season. So they are a sieve, and as we found out last week, you know, that defense isn't holding up. I couldn't quite split this one. I've gone with Terry McLaurin, a bonus one. I'm not going to count it on my records, but I do like. I thought you would have touched on it, Joe, to be honest, so I left it. But I do like Bucky Irving on his rushing line here as well. The Commanders can't defend the run. The Buccaneers can't defend the pass, so it's perfect for this one. But yeah, for the record, it's Terry McLaurin overs on his receiving.
Sorry, Rich. I tried to keep it to the games that like the general view.
Yeah. I've broken. I've gone rogue. I've just looked at the whole full plate of games.
No, because that's the way. It's the smart way, Bish. You've took the right bets. I just think, but yeah, no, I will be. To back you up there, I will 100% be taking Bucky Irving on any overs, and I'll be chucking Terry McLaurin on a nice double. So, like I said, non-officially, we've got a get out clause, but I'm on Terry McLaurin and Bucky Irving both to hit these lines very comfortably for the record. But yeah, on just it singularly, Bish, yeah, I really like it. Like you said, we covered it in our season-long preview show yesterday, actually, and went over it all. The Commanders to win this game, and we all think they probably have got a good chance doing it. Then have to do it through the air. McLaurin's going to have a massive game. I think if he doesn't hit 61, I don't want to touch wood on my commentary. If he doesn't hit the 61, I think they're losing the game. I think if he hits over, they're winning, and that's my storyline. So yeah, I love it. Right, you've not seen this one, Bish. I've hid this because it's a bit of a wild one. It's a
Right.
9-1. It's the Bet365 Bet Boost. I always chuck one in. I was looking through. I've gone big. James Cook, Josh Allen, both to hit a touchdown, both to hit 50-plus rushing yards. That's the big one. James Cook, Josh Allen, touchdown. This is against the Denver Broncos, obviously. Pretty good at stopping the run. But I think Denver's main asset is them cornerbacks, is them safeties. It's the overall feel of the defense. The run's the way they're going to do this. 50-plus for James Cook's very low. To say Josh Allen's had such a good year, so has James Cook. James Cook's hitting this line. The touchdown, I think they're going to need it. As I said, the cornerbacks for Denver have been outstanding. I don't want to make it a race card, Bish, but there's finally a white cornerback in the league, and he's been outstanding this year. So fair play, Riley Moss. Fair play to him. He's been outstanding, and holding the flag. I think there's two now, isn't there? I think Philly have got one as well, haven't they? Two for Dijon, who's been awesome.
He's been good as well. Yeah.
Riley Moss has been brilliant, and like I said, their overall defensive scheme is very good. It's going to take Josh Allen a lot here. I think they're going to get the joy through the rush. Josh Allen, brilliant rusher this year. He's hit numbers of 50 quite a few times. 6 times this year. He's hit over 50 rushing yards. So that's the punt, getting the over the rushing yards. I think we've seen Josh Allen hit many rushing touchdowns. I think there's 5 games, and 4 of them were in the first 5 weeks of the season that he didn't get a rushing touchdown. James Cook, very similar. I think I'm worried about the Josh Allen rushing, but that's why it's a bet boost. That's why it got boosted. There's always one angle of it. If he gets the rushing and he starts going out, I think we'll have some fun on this one, Bish.
Yeah, definitely. I think, have you done this similar bet previously?
Yeah.
I think, yeah, because James Cook's been on. James Cook's had a really good year running the ball, and as I said about the rushing quarterbacks, it's do or die now, and they're a 9-point favorite, the Buffalo Bills. So if it goes with game script, they are likely to hold the lead, which, as we spoke about, just means more running the ball. So I think that's where James Cook gets it done, and then the touchdowns, we just need Josh Allen to sneak one and James Cook maybe to break one. So for the price and the game script, I think it fits hand in hand. So definitely worth the punt.
Right. Oh, I like that, Bish. Yeah, take us through your last bet.
Yeah, my last one. It is the last game of the weekend. It is the Monday night game. The Rams v the Vikings, and it's Tyler Higbee over 2.5 receptions on this one. He's only played the last 3 games. For those that don't remember, he got a nasty knee injury in the playoffs last year against the Lions. He did his ACL, I think some other bits as well. So he's been out all year. But the 3 games he's played, every week his receptions have gone up. He's actually scored 2 touchdowns as well in those games. So I just think the way the Rams the way the Vikings defend it's zone defense, they'll pay a lot of attention to Puka Nacua. And I just think the Rams, they're screaming out desperately for someone to stand up here and be a viable option in that passing game. And I think with that zone defense, this is where Tyler Higbee comes in. You know, he's got some games under his belt now. This will be his 4th game that he's played this season. I think he just pops up. The Vikings bring a lot of blitz, which again opens things up for either the running back or just the tight end on the end of the line there. So I think we can get 3 receptions. If this game goes to script again, it's likely to be high scoring. Maybe the Rams chasing the game, so it bleeds to the pass, and hopefully Tyler Higbee can get us those 3 receptions we need.
Love it, Bish. Yeah, love the storyline, love the angle, love the research gone into that. I'm not commenting anymore. I love it. I think I'm on it myself. You've convinced me. I didn't even think about Tyler Higbee receptions, but now I have, and I'm going to add that to my weekends.
Another bonus, because I love giving bonuses. He's scored 2 in his last 3. He's actually 4-1 anytime touchdown scorer. So that's personally, I'm on that as well.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I'm on it. Tyler Higbee receptions and TD for the Rams game. I might stay up and watch it, Bish. I've got nothing on next week, so I think I'll be up with you, messaging you, annoying you about every.
Yeah, my phone might be off. Yeah, depends what story.
We've got Tags Treble again. He apologised he couldn't be here, but he's come with a good one. It's I'll rattle it off quick. Saquon Barkley over on his rushing, which is 101.5 rushing yards. He's got Khalil Shakir over 54.5 receiving yards. This was on Bet365. And Jaden Daniels over the 1.5 passing TDs. Bit of analysis there. Obviously, you've covered why Washington are going to be throwing the ball around a lot. Similar to McLaurin hitting the overs. I think he has to do this to win. I'd be surprised if he hits unders and there's a Washington win here. Khalil Shakir with Josh Allen. I think obviously it's Josh Allen and Khalil Shakir. He's been brilliant this year. He's gone from a bit of an unknown wide receiver, built it up, and he's been Josh Allen's probably number one man, number one usage man. Obviously he has his big play players. Khalil Shakir's been there all year long. Saquon Barkley, the number one rusher this year against that Green Bay defense that I'm still not fully convinced about. I love it. What's your thought?
Yeah, no, that's it. For me, I like this Khalil Shakir play because generally he'll play in the slot, which will keep him away from Patrick Surtain, obviously, the lockdown corner out there. So, yeah, I like that play. Jaden Daniels, we've spoke about that needs to happen for them to win the game. And, yeah, Barkley, it is a playoff game. It can be tight. So, if in doubt, just give it to your running back. He's the best one in the league, in my opinion. So, hopefully volume gets us there.
Love it. And then finally, we have got the Wildcard touchdown treble. We've hit one, we need to hit another, and it's Wildcard weekend. It's what it's all about. Get stuck into it. Bish?
Yeah, I thought about third week of McMillan, but I've changed. It's Terry McLaurin. He's scored 13 touchdowns this season, and he's got 4 in his last 4 games. So he's on fire, and I think that's going to be a high-scoring game, that one.
I've gone Jaden Reed. As I covered later, the Packers are going to have to use the wide receivers. The Philly cornerbacks have not been brilliant all year. They're a bit slow. They're good in coverage, but they're not. If you run, get deep on them, they're a big play team. You can do big plays on them. Jaden Reed's been that guy. Not the last couple of weeks. That's the punt about it. Not the last couple of weeks, but then have to get Jaden going for, I think, anything close to a Packer win this weekend. And Tag's gone with what we've covered. Josh Allen getting his rushing touchdown, one of about 15 he scored this year. Let's get it on, Bish.
Yeah, Tag must be under the pump. 4-5, Josh Allen. I think that's his lowest odds of the year. He's picked for his touchdown treble, so he's feeling the pressure.
He is. Like I say, it's a short video, Bish. Do you want to run over in one time or?
Yeah, we'll go just for the shorts, but yeah. It's So bet 1 is Bo Nix over 24.5 rushing yards. Bet 2 is Terry McLaurin over 61.5 receiving yards, and bet 3 is Tyler Higbee over 2.5 receptions.
Mine is Saquon Barkley over 11.5 receiving, Josh Jacobs over 22.5 receiving yards, and the bet boost, the 9-1 big one that I've hit a few times this year, and it's similar to one. I think it's similar to the 12 or 11-1 I hit earlier on this year. James Cook, Josh Allen, both to get a touchdown, both to get 50-plus rushing yards. It's the game for it. Let's go. I'll quickly run over Tags. It's his treble. He needs to hit one, and he's coming large. Saquon Barkley over 101.5 rushing. Khalil Shakir, 54.5 receiving. Jaden Daniels over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Bish, take us through the touchdown treble.
The Wildcard touchdown treble. It's Terry McLaurin for the Commanders, Jaden Reed for the Packers, and Josh Allen for the Bills.
I love it, Bish. Thank you for the show. It's been a good one. Good luck this weekend. I'll be messaging you all weekend.
Yeah.
Good luck to all the punters. Like, share, subscribe. Send us all your bets. Bish, good luck. Let's have some.
You too. All 3 of us in the playoffs as we stand.
Yeah, I like it. See you soon, pal.
Yeah.